don't just be yelling at me talking about something. You're gonna be a fatty forever if you don't get them squats down to the ground. Like, no. I need my fitness to be gentle, be encouraging, be uplifting. I need good vibes. Hello, my fine crew. I just really have something on my heart to share with you guys today. And what I'm calling it is the beginning of my delicate fitness journey. And I'll explain a little bit what I mean by that. So I was thinking about a few weeks ago when Lent started, like, what do I want to sacrifice for Lent? What do I want to start adding into my life? What habits do I want to get into? And one of the things that I was just really thinking about is fitness and moving my body more and doing a little bit more than stretching and yoga. And I just wanted to make it more of a lifestyle for myself rather than an activity or an occasional thing that I do the way I do now. But one thing that was holding me back though is how strict it is. If you don't go every single morning, if you don't wake up at 5 a.m. and hit the gym, then you're not gonna see results. If you eat that cookie, you're naughty. If you skip a gym day, then it's called cheating. Like, what? I hate all of the negative sort of consequential punishment type of vocabulary that people use when they're speaking about fitness. And I can't take any bad vibes. I can't take it. Anyway, let's backtrack a little bit. Let's backtrack a little bit. So I'm just gonna break it down into different reasons as to why I want to start this delicate fitness journey is what I'm calling it. So the thing about fitness that made me nervous about starting is that there are just so many rules, it feels like. There's rules about what to eat, how often to go, which gyms are better than others, which workouts are better than others, what to do for this, what to do for that. And there are already so many rules for everything else in life. And especially the type of person I am, I plan everything out to a T. It's like, I just don't think that I need to have that energy in yet another aspect of my life. You know what I mean? We as adults, well, everything is already a routine. We're constantly pushing ourselves. We're constantly telling ourselves what we have to do and what we need to do, and this is what it has to be. We push ourselves to wake up early every morning. We have to push ourselves for 8 hours a day at work. We come home from work, we have to push ourselves to find something to eat every single night. We have to push ourselves, like, every single thing. Every aspect of our lives as adults is so demanding that I just need one aspect that I completely let myself slack off as much or as little as I want to. And that is why I am starting a delicate fitness journey, and I'm excited to bring you guys along. So first things first, I came up with 4 rules that I really would like to abide by while I'm on this journey. And the first rule is that I'm not going to pay too much attention to the typical strict fitness rules. So I'm not going to be weighing myself if I don't feel like it. I mean, I don't even own a scale right now that I think about it. I only weigh myself once a year at the doctor's office. So I think I've already pretty much gotten that rule down pat. I'm also not going to be doing any calorie counting. I think that putting my food on a scale is a little bit too much for me. The numerical aspect of fitness, I'm really not going to play too much into. I am going to wear my Apple Watch, but while I'm doing my fitness activities, I'm really not going to put too much pressure on myself. That's like the main goal here. Pressure is like the #1 reason people either start or quit or continue or fail to continue fitness. So I'm doing away with the whole pressure aspect. This is going to be a lifestyle change for me, but I'm not going to make this change my entire life. Does that make sense? The third rule is that I can research however much I want, and I can apply that knowledge that I'm learning however little or however much I want. So if I learn about a new fitness diet that people are doing and I feel like trying it for a week, then I'll try it for a week. The most important rule is that I'm going to be delicate with myself. I'm going to try not to be lazy, but I'm also not going to push myself to a point where the fitness starts to feel like punishment, or it starts to feel like something at the end of the day that I'm not looking forward to. So that is the most important rule. I'm going to be delicate, and I'm not doing anything that I don't want to do. I'm setting very low expectations for myself. I'm not pushing myself to do a damn thing. If I go to the gym 1 time in a week, I'm gonna give myself a round of applause. Why? Because I made it that 1 time versus the 0 times that I usually make it. You know what I mean? And maybe after you finish watching this little series, you'll finally be like, you know what? I'm gonna try to go to the gym one time within the next month or so. I mean, you know, like something that seems so low maintenance. Sometimes you've got to set those low maintenance goals for yourself in order to really feel good about accomplishing it. And once you accomplish that super like bottom barrel goal, it'll encourage you to start doing more. Rather than starting off saying, all right, yeah, I'm starting on Monday and I'm gonna go 4 times a week. Like, that's a lot to put on yourself. So I'm giving myself the freedom, and I feel like that will reverse motivate me into participating in this fitness journey a lot more than the average person would when they're just starting out. Because that happens a lot too with fitness. It's like, when you first start, you feel so good and you tell yourself you're gonna go to the gym a certain number of days per week, and the one day you miss, number one, you feel like shit about it all day because you're like, dang, I set this goal for myself and I didn't come through for myself this morning. I didn't like that. And what happens is the guilt eats you up so much that sometimes people have a tendency to be like, okay, well, you know what? I missed Monday going to the gym, so that means I can't go for the rest of this week. I gotta start fresh next week when I'm really ready to be in it. And then you end up doing that week after week after week, telling yourself, oh, you know what, next week I'll really be committed to it. Next week I'll do this. Next week I'll hit the amount of times I said I was gonna go to the gym this week. And it's like you push it back so much because you are feeling guilty about the high expectations you set for yourself right from the beginning. Keep on watching and I'll tell you the reasons why I decided to go with this approach. The first reason is pretty simple, and it's something that I wanted to address before I even continue. The first reason I'm allowing myself to start a delicate fitness journey is because I don't have any particular fitness goals. Now, if you are someone who has the goal of losing weight in mind, or really bulking up your muscle, or if, let's say, you've been told by your doctor that certain things on your body are a health issue for you and your fitness journey needs to target those concerns, or anything specific, then maybe this reason wouldn't really apply to you. But for me, I don't have any particular fitness goals or fitness requirements of my body right now where I would need to push myself. I mean, of course, everybody has fitness concerns, whether they start out with them or not. I think that as you start to exercise, you automatically just sort of, I don't know, it's the way the brain works. You start to develop things that you know you want to work on if you didn't already start with those things in your head. Yeah, this journey is more of a maintenance thing for me. I'm starting this delicate fitness journey because I know it is the healthy thing to do, to move your body and to not lay in bed all day, or to not just rely on my commute to and from work to be my exercise of the day. Granted, I do be running for those trains almost daily, but that's not sufficient enough to say that I'm exercising. Reason number 2 is because I do have an athletic history. So to start from the beginning, I was a dancer from ages 3 to 13. In middle school, I started cheer. So I did cheer from 13 all the way up until 18. I also did track for 2 years, gymnastics for 1 year. So to me, fitness is not a matter of proving to myself what I can do. That's a common reason people start fitness. They want to see just how far they can push their body and how far, if I really practice enough, what can I accomplish? How fast can I run a mile if I train every day for it? I already know how fast I can run a mile if I train every day for it because I have trained every day for it before. I just don't care to ever be that active ever again, to be honest, to be completely honest. But yeah, just like having that athletic history is cool because I've reached a point where I don't feel competition when it comes to fitness. Like, there are no competitors anymore. I'm not training 5 days a week so that I can be the fastest one. I'm not doing yoga so that I can get my leg behind my head so that when I do my cheer jumps, my legs are up to here. Like, there's just no competition at all now, and 0 measures of success in place. There is no first, second, third place. It's just me. I think that that allows me to be more delicate with myself. So it's almost like a relief and different from what I was used to. It's different from the relationship that I previously had with fitness. Third reason is that I don't eat particularly bad. I love vegetables. I love all of the foods that are good for your body. I tend to enjoy, to be honest. As far as food goes, I think I'm doing all right. I fuel myself well, but I don't deny myself any happiness. Like, you are not, girl, you're not gonna see me be the type to deny a brownie. Or if somebody says, oh, we're finished with dinner, then the waiter asks, do you want dessert? Yes, absolutely, pass me the menu. I always believed in that though. Fueling yourself well, but do not make yourself feel sad or guilty for enjoying certain foods, because that's what food is here for us to eat it. And if we feel like working it off at the gym later on, then so be it. It can be a little easy to get caught up in your diet sometimes when you start exercising, because you're like, well, if I eat that, I would have to work really hard at the gym tomorrow to work it off. Or, ooh, if I have that glass of wine, I'm gonna have to run an extra mile. Like, I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not bargaining with myself as a grown adult saying, okay, Brittany, you can have the dessert, but make sure you do 50 extra pull-ups tomorrow. Like, I'm not bargaining with myself in my brain every time I want to pick up a fork. No. Delicate fitness journey only, babes, okay? Moving on to my next reason now. This is actually a pretty funny one, but like, hear me out, okay? I don't like being told what to do. So, yeah, I don't know. So I don't like taking fitness classes. I don't like group classes because there's literally one person in the front of the room telling you what to do. They're rotating through the room and yelling at you if you're not going as hard as the person next to you. And it's like, what if I just came here to vibe? What if I just came here to move my body around some other people who also felt like moving their body today? Who told you that I'm trying to lose 50 pounds by the end of your class? You know, when someone is yelling at me with the intentions of motivating me, I don't understand the logic in that. I don't understand the logic in that. Yeah, I'm just like, naturally as a person, I'm already hard on myself enough, so I really don't need another person yelling at me, telling me, get on the floor, get lower, you need a, I don't know, like, it needs to be, it needs to be constructive, okay? Don't just be yelling at me talking about something, you're gonna be a fatty forever if you don't get them squats down to the ground. Like, no. I need my fitness to be gentle, I need it to be encouraging, and I need it to be uplifting. I need good vibes. But yeah, I figure that reason is kind of funny because the reason most people hire a trainer is to yell at them into that motivation. So like, they're hoping that that when you pay this person, they're going to get you out of bed in the morning, they're going to push you through the whole workout, and at the end of the workout, you'll feel great and you'll feel proud of yourself because you did what they said. I don't feel proud of myself when I do what people tell me to do just because they told me to do it. I feel proud of myself when I make decisions that I decided I wanted to do. That's what brings me satisfaction. And I'm going to be soft with myself. I'm not yelling at myself at 7:30 in the morning so that my squats can hit the floor. I'm not interested. I'm here to just move my body and eventually feel good about it. It's kind of a personal one, but I do want to mention it because it's kind of important. I don't know if you guys experience like seasonal depression at all, but what I've noticed is that this year in particular, I don't know if it's because of my age or where I am in life or where I want to be in life or what it is, but I feel like it was particularly worse for me this year, and I don't think anyone around me even noticed, to be honest. So what I've learned from the past few months, I mean, I feel better now. Granted, it hit 70 degrees last week 3 times, so of course I felt like I popped a freaking molly. But yeah, what I found from those months of just like dealing with it myself without bothering anyone about it is that you have to give yourself as many positive pacifiers as possible. Find activities that can, yes, fill your time, can make you feel better, but also over time, with all of that cumulative effort that you're putting into it, will kind of give you some benefits back. Whatever hobby you want to find, just make sure that it is positive in the long run, even if it's not something that even feels like it's making a difference at first. So for some people, they like to take their dog on a walk in the morning, and yes, it's something that ends up just being a normal part of their day, but over time they start to realize that they start to really look forward to those walks in the morning. They start to find that that's their time to like look around at the trees and not think about their schedule for the day. And you know, so I kind of wanted something like that for myself, something that I do every day unintentionally or intentionally, that just after a few weeks I start to look forward to it more than I did when I first started it. You know, you gotta make yourself smile. You cannot wait for everyone else to try to make you feel better. In a place like where I live, you can't even wait for the sunshine to make you feel better because you're gonna be feeling real moody for about 10 months out of the year if you're waiting for the good weather to feel good. And the last reason I'm interested in starting a delicate fitness journey with myself is because I just want to see if the claims are true. The girls are saying the more you work out, the better you feel. The girls are saying you start to have a clear head. They're saying you start to process your emotions better. They're saying you lose weight unintentionally. They're saying your clothes fit better. They're saying your skin clears up. They're saying that all these positive things. I want to see if the tea is true. Is it true that if I go and just walk on a treadmill 10 minutes a day, then maybe the next day I do a little more, the next week after that I do a little more, all those benefits I can experience? Okay, I'm willing to try it. same approach that I have with beauty, I am going to approach this fitness thing with the same curiosity because I want to see if it's true. But yeah, I just really wanted to share that with you guys. If you are also looking for a sign that you should start moving your body more with maybe a little bit less expectations and not being so hard on yourself, then start that as soon as possible. And although you might find this like delicate / slow approach to fitness counterproductive, I just want you to think about the fact that not everyone has fitness goals that they're in a rush to reach. Some people just want to exercise because they know they should. Or some people do have fitness goals, but they don't know how to reach them. So instead of trying, they're too overwhelmed to start. And I hope that if any fitness girls come across this video, you don't take offense to my approach, because I think that the true fitness approach would be being as hard on yourself as possible until you overcome, and that will build your mentality in itself. But this is just a different way that I'm trying to do things. It has a lot less expectations and guilt involved. I can't wait to continue sharing this with you all. I just feel like it's motivational to see someone else doing something that you don't really feel like doing yet. I hope that in watching this rant, you agreed with some of the points. Like, please sound off in the comments. I want to know what you guys think about, you know, everything that I said. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video of this series. I don't know what to call it yet. I guess for now, it's just called My Delicate Fitness Journey. I want to come up with something cute. Ooh, Fine Fitness Journey. I'm definitely going to start as soon as I feel like it. Thanks for watching.